Hi everyone! Welcome to week 21 of our 2016 Home Organizing Challenge. Every week we'll have new tasks that are very simple and designed to help you baby step your way to a more organized home. This week we're focusing on what else? Newspapers and magazines. Do you feel like your newspaper and magazine subscriptions are taking over your life and your home? If you're finding that they're stacked on every flat surface and you have no idea what to do with them, come along this week as we work our way through this mess. The first thing I want you to do is to remember you'll be spending 15 minutes every day this week focusing specifically on this task. At the end of the week, everything should be in order and you should be feeling much more organized. The first thing I want you to do once you jump in is to make sure that you've set realistic expectations for the subscriptions that you have. Maybe some of your old subscriptions that you're no longer as interested in are still being delivered, and you can get rid of some of those old issues and things that might not be of interest to you any longer. Once you've kind of pared down those subscriptions to the things that really interest you currently, I would look online and see if some of that content is available on the internet. Nowadays, so much of our newspaper and magazine subscription information can be found online, and it really helps to kind of get rid of a lot of those papers inside the house. But if you are traditional and you like to read that paper, that's okay. We'll find a way to keep all of it for you and keep it nice and contained so it's not taking over those flat surfaces. The next thing I want you to do this week is really think about limiting the information that you're getting in paper form. That could mean getting rid of old issues once you've read them. So instead of holding on to them for information that you might never go back to, but you kind of say to yourself, well, I might need this one day. It's good to get out of that habit of the what if and the I might need this information. So if there's something that interests you on one page, instead of keeping the entire magazine, cut out that page and figure out a place that you can store that page so you can use it at a later time. All right, so once you've pared down, you've figured out exactly what you want, now it's time to create some storage. First, we're going to talk about all of our magazines. The first thing I want to show you, and there's a few different ways to store magazines, but I really like a basket, and not just any basket, but a really shallow basket. So let's say that I've decided that I only want to keep 5 issues of a magazine at a time. I want to find something that's nice and shallow because it's going to put in a control for that limit that I've set for myself. So as you can see, the magazine fits in there nice. It can be displayed on a shelf or on a bookcase, and people might not even know that there's a magazine in there. But once I get to the top of that, if I keep piling them in and I'm a little bit behind, and I've told myself that I really only want to keep a couple of these issues, it's going to force me to put that limit in place. So what I can do is go to the very bottom of my basket and just quickly take out the issue that I no longer want, and I can recycle it. So it's no longer taking up space in my basket. Now you can either do the basket, which can be placed on a horizontal surface, or you can also do what we've done is install a vertical magazine organizer. It does the same exact thing that a basket would. It's just using up that valuable vertical space that a lot of people forget about. So if you have a vertical space, I would definitely recommend installing something up there because it's not taking up any space on countertops. All right, so now let's talk about all of your newspapers. We're going to do the same thing with our newspapers. If you find a nice large basket that your newspapers will fit in, but again, you want it to not be too deep. So we've selected one here that will fit about 3 days worth of papers in it, which is really as far back as we want to get. So if we haven't read the paper in 3 days, what we'll do is reach down to the bottom of the basket and pull out, 3 or 4 days behind, go ahead and recycle that to make room for the new issue. So it takes less than a minute to get all of this stuff cleaned up. And again, it's in a nice contained basket. So we'll put all of that in here, and it is much nicer to be in a basket on a shelf or a table than spread out all over your kitchen table. All right, so that's it. Very simple, a few quick steps that you can take this week, and you'll be in shape in no time. All right, let me know how it goes, and happy organizing this week. Bye, everybody.